Alright everybody, let's get ready to meet the Ptero. Ptero, say hi. Alright, thank you, Ptero.
The Pteranodon is a fundamentally misunderstood creature. While most people think it's a hell-spawned demon bat with no other purpose in its existence than to swoop down from high heights and drop you to a swift death via gravity, or to peck you to death with its beak and therefore send you to a closed-casket funeral, it is in fact a creature that enjoys long flights over the beach, or, for certain people who don't understand how to use W, Shift, and Space, long walks on the beach. Sorry. Anyway, and it also enjoys fine cuisine. As interesting as the Ptero's hobbies are, and as majestic creature as it is, there's not a whole heck of a lot to say about him, unfortunately. He only has 2 moves, and usually he's unfortunately sadly ineffective in combat. I mean, he can grab you, so if he swoops down and picks you up and drops you from the 80 feet, your spine gets impacted and you die, which is actually really horrifying to think about. Or he'll swoop down and peck you to death, so you get filled with tiny little holes and you bleed to death, which is also pretty terrifying. So honestly, there's not a whole heck of a lot to say about this guy. I mean, he's a majestic flying creature that swoops above the battlefield in a graceful and beautiful way, and it kind of makes you stop and pause before you snipe him out with a 360 no-scope. But unfortunately, that's about it for him. I suppose if you want to be mildly serious, you can try and talk about counters for the Ptero, or counters as the Ptero, but counters as the Ptero, really, they're really not a thing. The Ptero is such a squishy target and it's so easy to shoot down. Scientists, having 2 achievements tied to the act, are famous for shooting Pteranodons out of the sky, and pyros can light them on fire as soon as they swoop in, and so can pathfinders, and trappers have the net so they disable the Ptero as they come in too. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're a good Ptero, you can get around all this, because if you're a good player, you're a good player, and you're just like, psh, F the police, I got this. But, you know, if you're not, if you're trying to pick it up, or you're trying to learn a little better with the Ptero, I mean, you're kind of screwed. You can't do a whole heck of a lot, unless maybe they're really super spread out on a big map. Maps with low visibility, like Airbase or the recent Snowbound, might be pretty okay, because you can swoop in from the darkness to take them up, like Batman or something. But the problem is, then you can have a Bane as a Pathfinder and be like, oh, you think the darkness is your ally? I was born in the darkness. I didn't see the light until I was but a man. And then I just pulled out my shotgun and shot you to death. I mean, seriously, come on, that's what happens, unfortunately, for Pteranodons. So they just kind of get boned as long as the person looks around, and most people are pretty good about looking around, especially at the last minute. I mean, I don't know how many times I've almost gotten a guy and he flips around and shoots me. So what all of this means is that poor Pteranodon is just sitting up high in the sky, desperately trying to do work, desperately trying to do something that contribute to the team, even though it has a peaceful, loving nature, and instead it's getting sniped left and right. Every time it tries to swoop down and roar or pick up somebody or bite somebody, it gets lit on fire and shot to death, and then snagged in a net and stabbed. I mean, the poor guy just can't catch a break anywhere. So that's the Pteranodon, your peaceful, travel-loving, fine cuisine-enjoying Pteranodon teammate that does absolutely nothing and has a KD at the end of the match of like 0 and 6. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more. There'll be more than just Primal Carnage coming up. Thank you guys again for watching. Take care.